Welcome to 10 at 10. My name is Michael Ramage. I'm the director of the Center for Computer and Information Technology here at Murray State University. And welcome back to 10 at 10. 10 at 10 is brought to you through a partnership between Murray State University, Grow West, the Technology Council of West Kentucky, KY Innovation, and our local partner, Sprocket Innovation in Paducah, and the Kentucky Innovation Station in Madisonville. Last week, I started talking about Black Friday and the chaos of shopping at Christmas and things that we need to do to stay safe during this time. I wanted to make sure that I emphasized a few of the things I talked about last week. I want to come back to them, revisit them, talk a little bit more about what it is that we need to do to stay safe this holiday season. As I mentioned last week, Christmas is one of my favorite times of the season or times of the year. The Christmas season is awesome. I love listening to Christmas music. Yes, I like those Hallmark movies. I like buying gifts. I like giving gifts. Sure, I like receiving gifts as well. But what would really ruin my Christmas season is identity theft and getting my identity stolen, or anybody in my family for that matter. So last week I shared a few tips. We're now getting real close. We're a week away from Black Friday. I want to make sure that, especially since so many of these ads are already out and there's so many retailers telling us to buy stuff already, I want to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to stay safe in cyberspace and when we're shopping, especially online. So last week I shared a few things. Let's revisit that and even build upon that a little bit first. So, shop with reputable retailers. We talked about this last week, but let me add a few things. First of all, we are so fast to get a good deal that we sometimes shop at companies that we don't know or don't trust. So let me give an example of when it might be okay. Over the summer, I purchased some exercising equipment, and I purchased it online. And I went and I looked at a few different sporting good places, looked in person, looked online, and I found it at a sporting goods store that is not around here, not in this area, that I didn't really know very well. But I purchased it from it because it was a well-known sporting goods store, just not in this area of the country. That is one thing. Now, if it is a company that I never heard of, that doesn't have any in-person facilities, that seems kind of questionable, may not even be in this country, be very careful. Be very careful about using that just to save a buck or two. If you're going to save way more money than seems realistic, then maybe it's too good to be true, as I said last week. But just be very careful. I'm not saying that you have to go to the big box store. I'm not saying that you have to use any of these big stores. But I do know there's some local places in our communities that do have online presence. Maybe they use Facebook. Maybe they have their own website. Maybe they use Etsy. There's a lot of ways that they can do it. Just be careful. Make sure that you're shopping with a reputable retailer. If they have an online site, it might be a good idea to see if they have an in-person store as well. Just something. And it really gets to the next thing. Vet new to you businesses. I'm not saying vet new businesses. I'm saying vet new to you businesses. So if you've never used a store before, make sure that it's a good and safe place to shop, especially if you're going to an online store and you're using a credit card or a debit card. Make sure that you are being careful and that you're checking that out first. Another one, and let me back up. As I said last week, you can check the Contact Us page for the website. See if it has a U.S. address or phone number. Try it out and see what you find out. Go to Google Earth. So many addresses in our country now have a street view. If it says it has an address in the United States, go to Street View on Google Earth and see what the address looks like. If it's an empty lot, then you might want to question things. Maybe it's because it's brand new and they just built the building. Maybe it's because it's fake. If it's in a warehouse, then maybe you want to be careful. If it's a residential house, then maybe it's somebody that has a business out of their home, or maybe it's a scam. Again, just be careful. I'm not telling you not to use any of these places. Just be careful. This is the key. Think twice. Don't just go on impulse because it's a good deal, or you want to be the first one, or to get the last whatever it is. So many websites I'll go to that says, um, since I've been on the screen for 15 seconds, that 47 of whatever item it is that I want has been purchased. Well, that's not true. It's not true, because if you hit refresh, then it's just not true. It's a mind trick for you most of the time. I mentioned beware of amazing deals last week. Beware of amazing deals. You get what you pay for. On Black Friday, if you go to a big box store, a lot of the deals that you're getting are not really that good. As they're not as good as they seem, because the products are not as high quality as some of the others. But just realize you're getting what you pay for. But if you get that really high quality product at a really low price, beware. Beware. It might be a scam. Relating to that, two things on network shopping. First, don't browse on public Wi-Fi. If at all possible, don't use public Wi-Fi. There are attacks that folks can use on Wi-Fi that you could be susceptible to if you're using public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi, honestly, is not a good thing to use really anytime. But just be careful if you're on your phone at the mall and you couldn't get the sweater you wanted in the store and you want to go online and do it. Just be careful. If you are buying something on a website, make sure the site security first. If you look up on the URL on the bar at the top, if it says HTTP, then it's not a secure site. It needs to say HTTPS. Probably have a lock in the side that shows that it is secure. So make sure that you do that. As I mentioned last week, guard your personal information. You don't need to give out a lot of personal information to buy something online. So just be super careful of that. Don't fall for the email scams. Don't fall for the email scams. If you get an email that looks like it could be suspicious, be careful. Actually, if you even get an email that says you have a package coming and you ordered a package, be careful. Let me use an example. If I send you an email that says I'm Amazon and here's some information about your Amazon package, how many people in this country do you think are going to order at least one package from Amazon this holiday season? Or if I said I'm from Walmart or I'm from Target, how many people do you think are going to order at least one thing from those sites? A good number. So if I send that email out as a scam, as a phishing email to 100,000 people, there's a good chance half of them or more have purchased something from those places. So just because the email says that you ordered something from a site, don't trust it. Go to the site, and I want you to actually go to your browser, type in the URL of the website, go there to actually put in the information to go track your package. Don't click on the link in the email. Actually go to your browser, type it in, and put it in there. Do not fall for that scam. It happens every year. Well, yeah, a lot of people have an eBay account. A lot of people have an Amazon account. A lot of people have a Walmart account. But don't trust that don't trust that your Walmart account has really been compromised. Don't trust that your package is really delayed. If you want to be sure, log in through the way that you know, not by clicking on the email and going that way. And then finally, and there's even more, keep an eye out for fraud, track your stuff, make sure you know what's going on. But last thing I want to reiterate that I talked about last week is shop with a credit card. A lot of credit cards will have fraud protection built in. And so that'll be good. But if you're paying with a debit card, just think through this. If you're paying with a debit card, you're giving direct access into your bank account because that card number connects to your bank account. If you're shopping online, especially if you're shopping online with on a website that is a new to you site, you vetted it a little bit, you think it's okay, but you're still not 100% sure, and you use a debit card, then you're giving a new to you business that might actually be a scam direct access to your bank. Just don't do it. Use a credit card and then pay it. So all of these are tips for shopping online this holiday season. As I said to start this off, be safe. Christmas season is a great season. It's a time to be merry. It's a time to be with our family. It's a time to reflect on the year and to have fun and have a really enjoyable time. I don't want you to have identity theft issues. I don't want you to be dealing with criminals. So just be super careful. I highly recommend being careful, thinking twice, really verifying that people are who they say they are before you put in your personal information, before you put in your credit card information. Just be safe. Just be safe, and that will allow us to have a great and enjoyable holiday season. I appreciate you joining 10 at 10 today. I hope this has been helpful. We will start a new topic next week. But be careful, enjoy shopping, and have a very Merry Christmas and have a good day. Thank you.